Hi, it's Jeff Quintin again here at Prudential Fox and Roach Realtors. Okay, so we're on the market now. We're out there right now in the buying public's eyes. I wrote down a couple of thoughts, a couple of questions here I want to go over with you guys to make sure we're all in line as we speak to get your home sold, okay? I wrote down here a few things and a few ways to make your property stand out, okay? So the very first one I wrote down is number one, the price. Obviously, we've determined the price that's on the market. However, if we're not in number one position right now, meaning the home that offers the most for the least, your home will not sell. In other words, we're going to always continue to make sure that we're priced right in the market. Right now, the market's very fluid. We don't have control over the number of homes coming on the market. We don't have the number of control of the properties reducing in the market either. We only have control over number one is our condition and our price. We don't even have control over our location. So we have to be always in number one in position. The home that offers the most for the least, and your property will sell. So we're going to always take a look there, make sure that your property is going to stand out among the competition. The second item I wrote down is, cooperating commission. Right now I want to share this thought with you. See, right now something to think about is in our marketplace today, the standard commission is 6%. We're paying out 3% to the other broker, okay, the other buyer's agent that brings the buyer. Well, many of my clients right now that are having tremendous success and having their property stand out among all the rest are offering an incentive. Whether it be $500, $1,000, some are doing a complete 1%, meaning we pay 4% to the other side so that the agent who's representing the buyer brings them to our property. It's a great incentive where we pay out the cooperating agent a higher commission. Think about it. If there's 5 homes on the market for sale and you got 4 at 3%, you got the other at 4%, hey, this agent will show ours all day long if they can make a couple more dollars with a bonus or incentive. So think about raising the commission up right now and you're going to see a bigger result and the number of showings will increase. Just a thought. Another item right now I wrote on here, financial terms. To make our property stand out, we may want to consider offering some financial benefit or financial terms to the buyer. Meaning that any buyer that comes in, are you willing to pay a point or two, 3 points, buy down the rate, make it more affordable for the buyer. Right now you could buy down for every 1% is 1 point, and they can go from getting a 4.25 rate, let's say, to 4%, and maybe you're willing to cooperate and offering that incentive, again, to make your home stand out among all the rest in the market with an incentive, just getting them a lower payment. Just a thought. Buyer incentives as well. Other buyer incentives I wrote down. For example, if the property is unfurnished, would you include a furniture package in the property? Maybe a thought. Or brand new furniture anyway. Would you be willing to go ahead and offer them a guaranteed rental for a certain period of time if the buyer's coming in looking for rental income? Again, some other incentive to make the property stand out among all the rest. When we do all these little things or do them all together, hey, let me tell you, your property will sell. One thing we don't have control over, as I mentioned to you before, is location. The only thing we have control over is price and condition. So if we're not the best price in the market, if we don't have the best condition in the market, and we may not, we have to be best in all those areas. If we don't have the best location, let me tell you, right now it's about price bringing it down. So just a thought. We're going to be continue giving you all the feedback from the buyers, the agent, and the marketplace all together to figure this out. But these are a few things right now that's going to make your home stand out that we need to have a conversation with just to make sure we're marketing it the right way. I put on here accessibility. Hey, we got to make sure the property is always accessible for showing. Some buyers want to see it on the fly. We need to be able to show the property immediately, sometimes without any notice. So again, your property will stand out among the rest if buyers can get in and see it right away. Upgrades and finish I wrote down here. Is the property up to selling standards? Today, hey, it's the sizzle, not the steak. Right now that buyers are buying. We've got to make sure the property has all the nice things in it. And if it's not brought up to selling standard, we may want to consider doing some type of incentives so that we meet the marketplace with regards to their wants and needs and kind of what their standards are. Just a thought. As far as professional staging, is the home itself standing out currently right now regarding not a lot of clutter? Can you see the countertops? Can you really get a look and make sure the property is staged very well with the layout as far as the furnishings and making sure it's showing well and clean? We need to always make sure the property is going to stand out with that. If we have curb appeal, the last thing I wrote down here is curb appeal. The outside of the building, what is the first impression when a buyer sees your property from the outside? Is it inviting for them to come in? Again, I will make some suggestions with feedback along the way, but these are all the things that we need to look at to make your home stand out. Now, if we're getting this feedback from the agents, And not all these are all the way being done. Everything from, possible, financial terms, incentives, the price, everything along the way always is going to come down to be priced right. We've always got to be the best price in the market. And once we start to overcharge it is when we start to lose the value in the eyes of the buyer. The home that offers the most for the least and stands out among the rest of the competition will sell in this market. So take a look at these items. Really appreciate it. If we want to reduce the price, give me a call and let's go ahead and go over that so we can reposition you and get it sold for you this month. My number is 609-398-5333. Let me know your thoughts. Email me, jeff@jeffquintin.com when you get a moment. I look forward to, our conversation being the best call of your day. And more importantly, getting your home sold. Thanks so much.